Oh, we're starting. Oh, hey.
We starting now?
Hey. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I was just sitting here and minding my own business, and look who shows up. You. Thank you for coming and listening to another round of the Beer Thursday. As you may or may not recall, our last round was a part 2 of our discussion of Kiss. And this is part 3, Kiss Alive 3. Take it away, somebody.
Ellos lo mejor y lo conquista, el podcast más popular del mundo.
Wow.
What he said.
Tim, I didn't know you were bilingual. I thought we were done with Kiss, but then Jay brought up some very intriguing Kiss topics. And so we all went, no, we are not done because this has to be done. Then we'll be done.
Yes.
Unless I have something else that I'm thinking about I want to do. Which
exactly.
I am.
Yeah. And then that'll teach you. Okay. So I'm just going to go down a little list. Interesting little tidbits, like, for example, the Paul Stanley solo album back in 1978, when they all released their solo albums at the same time, which was kind of a genius idea. Rather than them all going out, they just all did it at the same time. But a little side note, interesting than anything I noticed about the Paul Stanley solo album is the additional personnel on the album. The additional lead guitar and acoustic guitar was played by Bob Kulick,
Bruce's older brother.
Yeah, interesting.
Yep. Really?
Yeah. And that's all I got on that.
Not in the know that Bruce's older brother, Bruce is the one that came back to play on a couple of later Christmas Kiss albums. Is it Christmas time yet?
Yeah.
Because I'm not
Christmas.
in the know. I don't know.
Now, Jay, let me ask you a question.
No.
Yes.
What is the reason why they did the 4 solo albums?
Nobody knows.
I know.
I know. But Shane, go ahead.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
Because they had to deliver or release a certain number of albums, and each one of the albums counted as a half. Damn it. I'm leaving.
No.
I would go. I might go get
Peter and Ace wanted to leave the band.
Who did?
Peter and Ace. It was really Peter, and he was wanting to leave the band, and Ace was wanting to get more material. He was sort of like the George Harrison of the group. He wanted to get more songs on the album, and he was talking about doing a solo thing, and that's when they said, no, hang on a second. That's going to take you away from the band. Why don't all 4 of us go? We'll all record our own individual solo album. We'll release them all the same time. We're going to keep the Kiss makeup, all that stuff, and we'll dedicate them to each other, showing this band is still unified.
Yeah. Great idea.
And who was the only one to have a major hit from their solo albums?
Gene?
I would say probably Ace with Back in the New York Groove.
Right, which is not an original. That is a cover song.
Who did it? Who wrote it?
Oh,
Kiss.
I want to say it was done in the early 70s or 60s.
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's the band Hello was the original band to do it. The writer was a guy named Russ Ballard. And
wait, wasn't Russ Ballard the rock and God gave rock and roll to you?
He was indeed. Absolutely.
And he also did Back in the New York Groove.
He also did Back in the New York Groove. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I thought that was an AI mix up there, but okay.
No. Which is, I like the recorded version of New York Groove.
Yeah.
It's a great song. Played live, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's just horrible. I
thought it was
never let that happen.
I thought it was pretty good when we saw them a couple of weeks ago.
Well, that wasn't really That was the Horatio Sands led Kiss cover.
Oh, I guess I missed.
Oh yeah, I mean it was okay. It sounded better than any time I ever heard Ace do it on his own live or Kiss do it live. It just has never sounded good. But
okay,
I digress.
Here's some interesting tidbits from the Gene Simmons solo album. First of all, the greatest Kiss song ever was from the solo album, and it was sung by Gene Simmons. And of course, I'm talking about When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yes.
I just loved his cover of that. It was just ridiculous.
Okay. Now, was that kind of a give up, or was that, oh, you've got to let me record this?
No, he loved that song.
Okay.
Right. When he first heard that song, he barely spoke any English, and he recorded the song.
Yeah, because when him and his mother
only spoke Spanish or something,
from
or what?
Israel to the States, he didn't speak any English at all.
He said that he covered When You Wish Upon a Star because he related to the song and was a fan of Disney. When he first heard the song, he could barely speak English, but he knew the words were true, and anybody can have what they want. The world and life can give its rewards to anyone.
Mm-hmm. I love
He was inspired by it.
I'm going to go. I'm going to read his books. I'm going to read all his books now. All of them.
Not me. But okay. So here's some more little tidbits. It looks like he had the most really interesting musician cameos out of all the solo ones. And I'm just going to run down the list. Here's just one way out in left field. Kate Siegel, who you might know as Meg Bundy.
Seagal, isn't it?
It says Segal. Oh, it could be Seagal. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways. And then there would be the famous guitar player for Aerosmith, Joe Perry.
Really?
He played on Radioactive and Tunnel of Love.
Okay.
Bob Seger did backing vocals on Radioactive and Living in Sin. I think we alluded to Cheap Trick earlier. Rick Nielsen played guitars on See You in Your Dreams. Helen Reddy sang backup vocals on True Confessions.
Wow.
On the backup vocals on the song Burning Up with Fever and Tunnel of Love were also sang by Donna Summer.
Well, at that point, I think he was dating Donna Summer.
That could have been the case.
Yep.
But it also could have been his other girlfriend at some point in his career, because the spoken word phone call in a song called Living in Sin was Cher.
Was it really?
Yes.
I never knew that. Jay, I love you for bringing up these little unknown Kiss facts.
And I love you to love. Yes.
Well, it's time for a toast.
Ooh. Who's up for making the toast on this particular round of Beer Thursday? Tim, you want to do another one?
I can do another one.
All right. Let's make it happen.
All right. Raise your glasses.
Raise the glass.
I am the Lord of the Wasteland, a modern day man of steel. I gather darkness to please me, and I command you to kneel before the cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yes. The great Helen Reddy.
When did he date Cher?
That was 78, 79.
Was it?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Wow.
Well,
yeah, you're right. 77 to 79, according to
Diana Ross, Donna Summer, Cher, the old lady from Little House on the Prairie.
I don't know if that's true.
One of those old ladies that, like, you would only see her at church on Little House. Sorry.
Wow. So, Jay, was that all of your...
Those are all my tidbits. That's all I have.
Now, let me ask you, Jay, have you, and Shane, this would be interesting, have you gone through, like, I don't know when they released it, but I just listened to it the other day, the 40th anniversary of Destroyer.
Yes.
and you go through and you listen to some of the demos, and it's funny. And they did this on the first box set of Kiss, where there was a couple of songs that Gene had recorded. And I'm going, man, I know that guitar part. Well, that was Calling Dr. Love, but I forgot what he had called it originally. It was the guitar part, a little bit of the lyrics, but then he came back and rewrote it, just like from Gene's solo album, See You in Your Dreams. He redid that for the solo album. That song is actually on Rock and Roll Over.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool live stuff on that Destroyer 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I like it.
Yeah. Some really interesting stuff there.
All right.
And like, I love
45 years ago. Can you believe
demo?
Yeah. Seems like 44 to me.
Have you heard Paul Stanley's demo of God of Thunder?
Yes.
Paul Stanley wrote that.
It was so weird hearing him sing it.
And it's at a much quicker tempo. And I've heard Paul talk about that. He was hoping God of Thunder was going to be for him what Rock and Roll All Night was for Gene.
Yeah.
But it was Bob Ezrin, the producer, who came out and told him, no, Paul, Gene's going to sing this song. We're going to slow it down. We're going to make it darker. And I'm sorry, this is what we're going to do. But yeah, that was Paul Stanley's song.
It's very suited to Gene. I think that was the right
call. Yes.
That was the right call.
Now, so Jay, you said you saw the Hot in the Shades tour. That's the one where they had the Sphinx in the background.
Yeah, the Sphinxer, yeah.
And when he did God of Thunder.
I said the Sphinxer. My goodness.
Right.
I thought you said, I don't know what I thought you said.
No, I said Sphincter.
Was it on that tour where the face sort of exploded? Or maybe the Sphinx just did the I am the Lord of the Wasteland?
I think that's what it was. I'm not 100%.
I see. I would have loved to have seen that. That's now Future Kiss.
Yeah.
And what they said that they were going to do when they did their final, yes, this is it, farewell. They said they were still going to tour, but it's not going to be them. It's going to be their AI avatars.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in going to see that?
Nope.
No.
I'd rather see the cover band again.
I would rather them just do it, and I'll buy it on DVD.
I read an interesting interview with Paul Stanley. They recently did a concert in Las Vegas for like their cruise.
Right.
And somebody asked Paul, he goes, would you think Kiss ever play at the Sphere? And he goes, I don't think so. He goes, our shows are all about the big gimmick, the whole thing and the effects and all that. And at the Sphere, they're all, we don't have to do any of that. And people lean on all that other stuff. He goes, we like doing our show.
Right.
We bring our own stuff. We don't need to borrow anybody else's.
Right.
Basically, is what
Yeah.
And makes sense. I did want to mention, I never did really mention my favorite Kiss song. I was kidding about When You Wish Upon a Star, but even though I do like it, but my favorite Kiss song, every time I hear it, I love it. It was from the great album that I'm thinking of right now on television called Destroyer, and is a Paul Stanley led song. Do You Love Me?
Do You Love Me? Yeah.
You really like my limousine. You like the way the wheels roll. Ooh. You like my 7-inch leather heel. I love the pause there. And the leather heels.
Yes.
Genius.
Yeah, the great song. Great song. And to me, that one sounds so much better live than the recorded version, because they went in and they put orchestra bells and all this other crap to it.
Oh, yeah. I like the sounds like he's on a megaphone or something.
Yeah.
Backstage passes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great song.
That is a great song. And now my kids' favorite song when they were much younger, and now it sort of creeps me out when I hear the song and I think they would sit in the back seat of my truck and sing the song at the top of their lungs. That's from their first album, Nothing to Lose, which is nothing but about talking a girl into having sex with you.
Nice.
Now,
well, they didn't know that.
No, my kids didn't know that, but still.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah. Whoa, what just happened there?
That's the timer.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think I could pick a favorite song, but most of my favorites are from the first album. If I were to try to pick a favorite, because it would either be Black Diamond, 100,000 Years, Cold Gin as my favorites, or Detroit Rock City, which isn't on the first album, but it'd be one of those as my favorite.
Tim, what did you say your favorite album was?
My favorite album is Love Gun.
Okay. So I think my favorite might be, I thought it was Love Gun, but I think it's a close call between that and Destroyer. I really like Destroyer.
I mean, and like I said, if they were all recorded the same, it was just this huge album released with all these songs, I'd be one happy camper, because all of those albums have some great songs. And then there's a couple of songs that I think they have brought out and played, maybe like when they do their acoustic sets before a show, like on the cruises and stuff. It was a Paul Stanley song from Dressed to Kill, their third album, called Lover All I Can. Room Service, that was another great Paul Stanley song. And it's from their first album, and I absolutely love the song. It was actually originally called Sunday Driver. Now I can't remember what
Baby
it's called.
Driver, isn't it?
No, that's Peter Criss from Rock and Roll Over. Go, baby driver.
Yeah.
You're driving down that road. Come on, Peter. Come on. Stop it.
Here's one for you. I got a question. Is it me, or is it kind of creepy that they had the song Christine 16?
Yes, I love that song.
It's a great song, but I mean, isn't 16 underage?
Well,
what about I Think I'm Going Blind?
Hey, remember that was 1977.
It was a different time. I know.
It was a different time, and nobody thinks about that. And I haven't done karaoke in a while, but that is one of my favorite songs to do, especially the talking part.
That's awesome. Speaking of that, okay, here's one. You mentioned Eddie Van Halen a while ago, and talking about him as far as Ace Frehley, having those, their style when you hear it. So the demo, the song Christine 16 was written by Gene Simmons, and the demo version of the song, the original demos, both Eddie and Alex Van Halen played on them.
Not just that song.
Oh, no, they played on other ones?
They did Love Gun too on the demo.
Oh, wow. It said that Kiss recorded when they recorded their own version of the song, Simmons said that he made Frehley copy Eddie's solo from the demo.
Yep. Same thing for Love Gun.
Yeah.
Mostly the opening, that little triplet fill thing that he does at the beginning of the guitar solo. Eddie had come up with that.
That's genius. I love it.
Wow.
Well, but see, this is Love Gun is when we're starting to see the signs of Peter and Ace burnout.
Yeah.
They weren't showing up to rehearsals, especially on time. And in the writing process, they were hit or miss if they were going to show up.
Yeah.
And a lot of that wasn't because they were burnt out necessarily on being in the band. They were really into the coke and the alcohol.
Yeah. That demon alcohol, man.
Demon alcohol. He'll get you.
He'll get you good.
Here's an interesting tidbit also from Christine 16. And I don't know that I ever noticed this. In fact, obviously I didn't, because I would have mentioned it before, but that song Christine 16 was sampled by Tone Loc for his 1989 hit song Funky Cold Medina.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's kind of cool.
Wait, what song was?
Funky Cold Medina.
It was Christine 16.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ain't Talking About Love.
Yeah. I did not realize that. That's awesome.
And Wild Thing, it was Alex Van Halen's drum fill on.
That one's Ain't Talking About Love.
No, it's not Ain't Talking About Love.
Don't worry about
Jamie's crying.
Jamie's crying.
Yeah, Jamie's crying.
Jamie's crying.
Well, guys, hey, you know what? I don't get to land the plane that often.
I'll land it with care and love and vengeance.
Okay. Well, Beer Thursday listener and fellow Kiss fans, hey, maybe you're just, you saw this podcast and thought, like I originally did, we were going to spend a lot of time talking about beers that we've sampled and all that stuff, but you found that to be completely wrong. And you're an avid Kiss fan and you've really enjoyed this. Hey, we're going to invite you to become what they like to call a Patreon. Give a little bit to these guys. I mean, crying out loud. If you could see them like I could, my goodness. Anyways, all you got to do is hit the button there. And every week with your subscription, you're going to hear a sound go off to let you know that you have been notified that as you're getting ready for work, as you're driving to work, if you're at work, hell, if you're taking the day off from work, you can begin your day by tuning in and listening to the most exciting, most round of
Beer Thursday.